Home prices will never be the same. Sellers in panic mode. Real estate was an amazing avenue for investing your money and getting good returns on them. But in the last few years, all that stuff has changed a lot as recessions and other natural calamities are putting that concept to the mark, causing investors and thus owners would rethink. Today, we'll be looking at the effect of various phenomena on the prices of houses, as experts are saying that prices will not be the same in the future. Watch the video to the end, so you won't miss a tiny detail. The housing economy revolves around the construction, purchase, renovation, and rental of real estate. Purchasing or selling a home is one of the most expensive transactions most individuals will ever do. The government also strictly regulates it. Mortgages enable consumers to purchase homes and repay the loan over time. Mortgages are available for a variety of objectives. Lenders can provide fixed or variable rates, buy-to-let mortgages, and remortgages, among other things. If you're a first-time buyer, getting on board can be more difficult, but government programs can normally help. However, before 2007, historic house price statistics appeared to show that prices would keep on rising continuously. In a few instances, the average selling price of homes sold in the United States increased significantly throughout the period from 1963 to 2007, when the housing bubble burst and the 2008 financial crisis erupted. While around 2013, the average selling price of a home in the United States had returned to pre-crisis levels. The upswing continued for several years, until 2018, when prices leveled and then began to decrease more or less in 2019. Although prices fell in 2020, they have been rising since late that year. Of course, real estate prices are greatly influenced by market location, and nationwide patterns can only provide a partial picture. A California boom can conceal a Detroit bust. However, numbers might vary greatly even within the same city. Areas experiencing development or redevelopment may see major price appreciation, whereas other areas of town may see a drop. After all, other factors besides supply and demand can have an impact on real estate values. For example, the National Association of Home Builders claimed that the average home size in America was 983 square feet in 1950, 1,500 square feet in 1970, and peaked 2,740 square feet in 2015. This trend lasted through the first half of the 2000s. Then it began to slow. Still, with homes becoming larger and inflation increasing the cost of building materials, it is only natural for home prices to grow. Other trends, such as customers' preferences for more pricey flooring, appliances, and fixtures, might also drive higher prices. Those attempting to purchase a home in 2022 have found it challenging. In January, home prices were rapidly climbing, but mortgage interest rates were close to historic lows, providing relief to those trying to buy a home. That is no longer possible. Mortgage rates have quickly risen to 6%, up 2 percentage points since the beginning of the year. At the same time, property prices have continued to grow. While there have been signals of price declines, the national median existing home price declined $10,000 from June to $403,800 in July. According to the National Association of Realtors, prices are still more than 10% higher than this time last year. Prices are unlikely to fall significantly in the United States anytime soon, according to experts, while the rate of increase in property prices will likely slow. This will be due to fewer individuals being able to shop in a more expensive market. Local markets may witness price drops, but analysts think a significant decline across the area is doubtful, unless there is a significant economic shift. According to National Association of Realtors data, the median sales price for an existing property in May was $407,600, up 14.8% over the previous year. The rate of increase in home prices has slowed slightly in recent months. Earlier in the year, sales prices were roughly 20% higher year-on-year. Furthermore, behind that surge are two simultaneous trends, each operating on a separate side of the price formula. The number of available homes is decreasing as fewer individuals want to move out of their current homes, and new homes have been underbuilt over the last decade. Keep in mind, you have a team of experts on your side as you go through the purchase process. Because of the limited supply of houses, markets are extremely competitive, and while this may reduce as demand softens, they will remain sellers' markets. Find good, trustworthy, and dependable professionals to assist you with this procedure. This involves hiring a skilled real estate agent to assist you in navigating a competitive market. Demand is increasing due to demographic shifts. Millennials are in their peak home buying years, and the rise of remote work, which allows more people to live further away from jobs and city centers. Prices will decline when either supply or demand increases dramatically, and analysts believe the latter is much more likely. According to analysts, the sudden shift in mortgage rates is the fundamental cause behind the possible reduction in demand. The average 30-year fixed mortgage rate has risen by more than 2 percentage points since the beginning of the year, reducing affordability for many purchases. Mortgage rates have reduced purchasers' purchasing power for the median-priced property by around 14%. Well, here are some possible outcomes, which we can look at in the future. Number 1. There is an infinite number of possibilities to pick from. Historically, agencies and banks artificially limited borrowers' options by offering just the deals in their portfolios. Customers can choose the best offer by browsing simple web listings of available houses and mortgages. Online portfolio management is now available for lenders. Real estate markets can aggregate data from numerous market concepts. Number 2. Look after price reductions and cost-cutting measures. Property brokers are paid a percentage of the final deal price by both the lender and the borrower. Startups that labor for a set fee or lender commissions significantly disrupt prices. Users can save a lot of money if they can find a house without using a bank or a mortgage broker. Well, this is how we can conclude about the current situation of the real estate market. These factors, such as high interest rates but declining prices of the properties, will affect the market and will have an impact in the long run. Number 3. One should conserve time as there's a lot of it. PropTech streamlines the process of buying or renting a home, from computerized background checks to online conversations with brokers. People usually have to wait to meet with a consultant or make nerve-wracking journeys to the property. By avoiding such tasks, protection prioritizes the interests of customers. Number 4. Look after affordable mortgages. When human labor is optimized, entrepreneurs may be more creative with their pricing. They can provide cheaper transaction costs and novel deal structures. This permits people with considerably lesser earnings to buy a home, much more than the present high street system allows. 5. User experience and human-centered design. There is a lot of potential for growth here. The more enjoyable service is to use, the more competitive the company is in the market. The capacity to adapt to changes and automate delivery to all users is a significant advantage. It is not necessary to retrain your personnel every time a change is implemented. All you have to do is alter the code, and you'll suddenly make life easier for all of your clients. The notion that a home is a smart investment originates from the fact that historically, real estate prices rise. Because it is impossible to anticipate the future real estate market, it is critical to avoid getting in over your head. Only if you can afford it is a home a wise investment. Of course, if you want to live in the same residence for the rest of your life, you are unlikely to make any money. However, if you purchase with an exit strategy in mind, you have a considerably better chance of making a financial profit. First, examine why you want to buy a house. You generally are not required to think about your home in terms of earnings and losses if you want to live in it. If you want to make money, you must enter the transaction with an exit strategy. This also implies that you should have a selling price in mind, while keeping the purchasing price of the property in mind. Hence, with this, I will wind up the video. If you get knowledge from our video, then hit the like button and share your opinions and views regarding this topic in the comments. Press the subscribe button and ring the bell icon for regular updates. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.